Hi guys, welcome to another episode of my Sakai vs the Pet Shop experiment. I must say a big thank you to everyone that subscribed and watched my first episode. It's been 6 weeks and 2 days editing this video. I can't believe how difficult it is. So a big shout out to all the YouTubers doing all the editing every day, but giving it my best shot. So made some new changes to the shed, added some shelves and started kitting it out. Everything that I've got koi related is going in the shed. Have had a few challenges with regard to the temperature. I have recorded a temperature as high as 50, which is ridiculous, isn't it? So I put in the fan and the thermostat that comes on once it reaches 28 degrees, but luckily the water looks just 22 degrees. So I've installed blinds on half of the shed to keep the temperature down, and I open the door some mornings if I know it's going to be hot. Another challenge I had was with feeding them, because I've only have around 10 koi, 10 small Tosai. Most of my koi feeders were dishing out, like the minimum that one of them would dish out was 15 grams, so had to try and find a feeder that was suitable for just a few Tosai. If you know of one, comment below. But I found this one on Amazon. Feeds up to 6 feeds a day, and you can choose literally, like it's like 1 gram to 9 grams I think, and it's all right, but I have had to have 3 of them. The first one I sent back, the batteries didn't really connect properly. Another one, it actually just didn't work at all. So anyway, third time lucky, and I found this one, because it actually comes with a plate that you can screw it to something as well, whereas most of the other small aquarium feeders come with a bracket which you have to fit on the tank, and those probably won't fit big growing tanks. But anyway, let's get on to the fish. Okay, first we got the Pet Shop fish. I'm quite blown away actually. They've really given the Sakai fish a run for their money. The Yamabuki Okon is really eating aggressive, is really fighting for the food, trying to get in there anyway. The Kahakus are challenging as well. I'm not sure if it's down to the heat in my grow on shed, but they seem to be a bit washed out. One of them, when I first got it, was a bit of a gin ring, but now both of them they're looking a bit washed out. Probably also down to the lighting. It's not easy to get lighting on when filming the fish. If anyone's got any tips, please comment below. But I really struggled with the lighting this time, so it's not doing them any justice. But this experiment is mainly about cost. So these fish were £6.66, and at the moment they're matching the Sakai fish for size. Generally, in the first video they were 7 to 8 centimeters, and the Yamabuki Okon is the biggest, measuring 14 centimeters. We'll come on to the Sakai in a minute, but so yeah, the growth wise they're doing all right. Clearly other factors are coming into this experiment as well, with regards to the variety. As I say, the Yamabuki Okon is stuffing it in, challenging the Sakai fish quite aggressively, and whereas the Jinrin Sorogoi that's hardly grown, he just comes up and has one bit of food and then that's it, he's happy with that. I tried my best to do a side-by-side comparison. It's not perfect, but I've tried my best. It's just for a bit of fun, isn't it, and a bit of learning curve. Also, I forgot to add, I did lose one Pet Shop fish. Let's move on to the Sakai fish. So the same thing with the Sakai fish. They're looking a little bit washed out as well. I'm going to assume it's down to the heat in the shed's probably forcing them a little bit. It's just too hot, I think. The Sumi actually is looking really nice, but the Benny, the red, it's looking a bit stretched. So I don't know what to say about that. I mean, it's going to be good in the winter, my grow on shed, maintaining the heat, but in the summer it's proving to be a bit of a challenge. So these are first up to feed literally every time. That's one thing about these, they're definitely strong feeders. I think as well they were actually easier to catch. It's probably in their genetics. The other fish were a nightmare to catch. Anyway, so the fish were these Sakai koi. They measured 10 to 11 centimeters in the first video, and now the largest one is 17 centimeters. So it's exactly the same growth rate as the pet shop fish, 6 centimeters being the best. And again, the lighting wasn't great, so I apologise about that. And yeah, not easy to do a side-by-side comparison, but they've definitely got a little bit fat, so the feeding is probably a bit too much. Again, the little automated feeder I bought, it's just a nightmare. Sometimes you go out there and it hasn't fed at all, and another time it's put in like treble the dose, so it's been a real frustration, that feeder. With regards to the cost mainly is because of the bloodlines, whereas the pet shop fish is a bit of a lucky dip. You don't know what you're getting, which parent fish it's from, which bloodline it's from, so it's just a bit of a random punt. So when we buy Sakai fish, any of our fish can turn into these absolute beauties, the main factor being the cost. I'm going to do another episode in probably 6 weeks time, but also this week I'm going to try and push out one more video before the koi show, and that is of my Dainichi Tosai in my main pond. I got 6 Dainichi last time I was in Japan, and I got those on the 25th of March, so it's just coming up to the 3-month anniversary, so that would be a great video to do some high-end Tosai and see the progress of those. Another layer of fun with the Dainichi Tosai is the guys I was travelling with all chose 1 koi each, so I'm looking forward to seeing which kois come out the best and then who's going to get the bragging rights. So I'll try and get that video done this week before the koi show. To any of the YouTuber community, I have built the shelf there for my YouTuber cups. I've only got 1 cup in the collection so far from Mr. Lee Hadfield. So I haven't got my own cup made yet, but what I have got is this koi genealogy poster. I've actually got 10 more copies. I think it's quite a rare poster, you don't see it about very often, so if you want one for your grow on shed, come and find me at either Aqua Tec Landscapes or Koi Water Barn at the Great British Koi Show in Coventry at the end of the month, and we can do a swap. Don't forget to come and take a look at the Koi Events website. Just want to list every single event that's going on, so I don't like to miss events, and appreciate all of the submissions for the events. Also, thank you to all the dealers that have supported me so far. I've got 5 or 6 dealers there, and yeah, so just go to the submit any event, koi event, auctions, local growing shows, discount days, anything you can think of, just add it on and I'll add it on. That we just spread awareness of any koi event in the country and try and increase our community. Brilliant. Thanks guys. See you on the next one.